When you're ready, away.
Yeah, go now.
No worries. Hi guys, my name is Stacey and this is my Dark Magician deck profile today.
Yep.
So we start off with obviously 3 Dark Magicians. Like, this is a little bit more self-explained because you've got so much support to get it out there, and obviously you have to go with the original art.
Yep.
Then we've got 3 Apprentice Illusion Magicians.
Okay.
Now what this card does is that I can special summon her by discarding a card from my hand, and it will add a Dark Magician to my hand. It also has like an honest effect where I can make like any Dark spellcaster monster gain the attack of it, and I can do that from hand or I can do that from field.
Alright.
Cool. Then we've got 3 Magician's Rods. This is the main searcher of the deck, so this is to add navigation, circle, whichever you might feel you need at the time. It is pretty handy. People usually forget the second effect as well when it's engraved. If I have a spellcaster monster on the field and I activate a spell or trap in your turn, I contribute my spellcaster and add this back to my hand, so I can get extra extension pretty much in the plays and all that. So that's pretty handy. We've also got, we're also running the windwich engine.
Oh,
so this is 3 ice belt, 2 glass belt, and 1 snow belt. This is usually used. Well, this was originally used in my girlfriend's harpy lady deck. This was actually really handy because we found we were losing more to Crystal Wing than actually harpies. So I wanted to try and find a way this works, and actually it complements the deck really well for when if someone destroys your Eternal Soul at the start of the game, and you've got Ice Spell in hand, it will let you special summon her if you've got no monsters on the field. Then you're more than likely to have your Crystal Wing out, and that's your monster negate.
And it can't be destroyed by card effect.
Yeah, no, usually that's the one thing I've been. This is quite
and plus
new.
The Dark Magician makes it so you don't, because rods are only a normal summon anyway.
Yeah, no, exactly. So it's actually quite nice to have an extra little special summon there. But for an extra additional normal summon, we've got Spellbook Magician of Prophecy.
Okay.
Just the normal Spellbook engine, just for some deck thinning, because it's sometimes nicer to get, like, you're more likely to get your Dark Magician plays off his circle.
Yeah.
You've got less cards.
Just keep in mind that does stop you not just limited to your normal summon.
Yeah, no, it's nice for if you don't have Rod in hand, so you know you can get draw 2 in case if you don't actually have anything there. We've also got Magician of Dark Illusion. This is at 1. I used to run it at 2. It's quite nice. It will summon itself after you activate a trap in your opponent's turn. And this is actually quite a trap heavy build, so it's always nice to have like an extra Dark Magician on the board. It's a level 7, so you can go into all of your rank 7s like Ebon, Illusion Magician, and a few I'll happily go over. Then going into spell cards, we've got 2 Dark Magical Circle. Ooh. This used to be a 3 of, but I actually found it bricked a lot because all I could add was Dark Magical Circle, so I wasn't really getting much advantage. So I thought to sub it out with some other spell and traps that
plus anyone could destroy it.
Yeah, which can be annoying, but not the only win condition there. You've got 2 Illusion Magic. This is really nice because people used to find that Navigation was a brick in hands, and Navigation usually summons a Dark Magician and a level 7 or lower from there. This, if you end up drawing Navigation, it's quite like late game. It helps put it back into play rather than being a dead card in hand, which is always quite nice. Then you've got the rest of the spellbook engine there for you. So it was 1 blue boy.
It'd be better, Connor, if you do that.
So we had 1 blue boy, then 2 secrets, and then we've got 2 knowledge. Like I said again, basic deck thinning.
It's a basic engine.
Yeah. Then going on to traps, we've got 3 navigation. Now this is one of the most busted cards in the game, as well as Apprentice I find for this deck. So it lets you special a Dark Magician from hand and a level 7 or lower Dark Spellcaster from deck. That can also be Dark Magician, so usually that will throw people off guard. Usually you'll go for your Apprentice to then set up your Eternal Soul plays. Also, people usually forget that this is also a negate in the graveyard the turn after.
Oh, yeah.
So usually you have to have Dark Magician on the board. They might make a little bit of a risky play like Instant Fusion. You can banish this from your graveyards and negate that turn. So that's always quite helpful if you're running a bit on the backboard there. You've got 3 Eternal Soul. Even though I've got 2 Circle, I like this at 3 just because it is likely to be blown up, and it's nice to have a backup just in case, because at the end of the day this is an Dark Magician deck. We do want to see him out on the field.
Yeah.
Cool. Then we've got 3 Solemn Judgment. Now, I wanted to run this card mainly because I didn't like with Dark Magicians. There's no counter traps, and it's quite hard to even though Navigation does negate other cards, it can't negate counter traps.
It can't negate counter cards, and plus it's just one of those cards.
Yeah, but obviously with stuff like Dark Magician, it would sometimes struggle with Orcus and stuff like that, depending what I've sided. So it's nice to just have a result to say no to ding completely. So there we are. Obviously, I had to go with the ghost.
And I love the ghost rare.
Thank you very much.
Actually looks very nice.
Then we thought we'd add a little bit of spice to it and actually add Crackdown.
Ooh.
Now, this was quite a beautiful card. I originally ran Secret Village of the Spellcasters, but I found if they weren't running spell cards, it was kind of a waste of deck there. So I found it was quite nice to have a bit of a floodgate where you can maybe take their Galatea, like maybe stop some plays there.
And Clockwork can also is also just as good as just going second.
Yeah, it's nice to know if there's a card scary enough on the field and you don't have it, you can at least steal it and make them try and make other plays.
Yeah.
There we are. Then we go with 2 Drowning Mirror Force.
Ooh.
Originally, I'd like to have Stormy Mirror Force. It doesn't have to be a direct attack. But unfortunately with Dark Magicians, you've either got a full board or you've got no board at all. So what's quite nice about this, usually people will spam onto the board to then try and overkill. This is quite nice, it will set them back, and the amount of times I've drawn into an Eternal Soul and accidentally just taken the game from it. So it's a nice little change of the board and it can buy you back a lot of time.
Cool.
And then we're going with a really old card here, Wall of Disruption.
Oh, this is new to your Duel Links card.
Yeah, so
why you run this in?
This is quite a nice card because it doesn't actually negate the attack. And if usually, like I said, if they're trying to spam a lot of monsters onto the field there and they're trying to just steamroll over you, this will usually take out a lot of their attack and it just buys you a lot of time again. So you can either jump over those monsters you were struggling with or just buy yourself more time. So that's all of it for the main deck.
Yep.
Then for the extra deck, we're running 1 Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight.
Alright.
This is just a really nice super poly target just because Starving Venom is it all over the meta nowadays. Everyone's running darts. If you have super poly and you have a Dark Magician on your board, so you can super poly the Dark Magician into Starving Venom, and then your back throw's protected. So that's always a nice one. Like I said, Starving Venom, it's everywhere, you got to run it.
Yeah.
We've also running Quintet Magician. Normally this isn't really a card to play, but I found against Endymion, because they spam so many spellcasters on the board, it's nice to maybe fuse them off and then not have to worry so much about those kind of plays.
Yeah.
So, and also that blows up everything on the field. It can't be fused or kaiju'd. So again, it's a nice little card there. We're going for...
Plus it's 4,500, isn't it? Not
so
not many people actually get over it.
No, which usually is quite helpful. We're also running, for Link-wise, we're running 1 Link Spider. This can actually be quite a nice, cute card for there can only be 1. So if you're stuck with Dark Magician on your field, Eternal Soul, and a circle, you can Link Spider off of Dark Magician and then use Eternal Soul to bring Dark Magician back. Because they're completely different types there, you can banish off there can only be 1. Maybe start trying to get some plays back. I run Crowley. This is a really nice card with a spellbook engine. So this the first effect lets you add 1 of 3 spellbook cards to your hand, so it can actually help you boost you up a little bit. The second effect can be quite handy. If you've not normal summoned that turn, you can normal summon a level 5 or higher spellcaster monster from your hand. So usually your Dark Magician, which is always nice.
And then you get the proper
get your Eternals get your Eternals there, sorry. You've also got Daybreaker. This is also a nice card to stack with Eternal Soul or Navigation. Just getting your counter onto there and then being able to remove both counters and destroying any card that might be trouble in that turn.
Alright.
You've also got, I'm also running Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos. Now, it wouldn't be a Dark Magician deck without a Blackluster Soldier in there. This is actually surprisingly a really nice, easy card to go into. This could be, I could go into this with Rod, Dark Magician and Apprentice on the field. Because there's a level 7 in there, it wouldn't be targeted or destroyed. Only thing I would recommend if you're willing to spend the money and go with a Dark Magician deck and play this card, probably would not make it with Eternal Soul. It can be destroyed by your effects, so just always keep that in mind.
So it's one of those...
Yeah, so it's always nice to have it. If you've gone for navigation plays, it's a little bit more free, but if Eternal Soul might be a little bit risky there. Then you've got, this is actually a really nice voice card.
So this is the new one, this is...
this came out of Chaos Impact, so this Draco Masters of the Tenyi. This has the effect, it has to be made with 3 monsters, 1 including a Link monster. Then you can just, you get as many pops on however many non-effect monsters you have in your field and graveyard, because you're running your 3 Dark Magicians.
That's already...
It's really handy there.
So that's already 3 Dark Holes.
So it'll pop 3 however many effect monsters for that. Also, it can't be destroyed by battle by effect monsters. So if you're looking at Boral Sword usually being the finisher there, it might keep you in time for the game for maybe some extra plays. We also, to follow up with the Windwich engine, we've got Winterbell, we've got Clearwing, and we've got Crystal Wing. I find Winterbell is really nice to just burn that extra 800. It's also got a nice effect that you can target one Windwich monster on the field in battle phase and special the spellcaster monster from your hand, depending on that level. Because it's a level 7, in battle phase you can summon a Dark Magician without using Eternal Soul.
Not many people actually use that.
So yeah, it's usually I've not seen anyone use it, but it's just a nice little spice card effect I found testing. Then for a rank 6 we've got Naruto. This is a really nice card to going into Apprentice, especially since we don't have Magi Girl. This will actually help extend into your Ebon Illusion Magician. So pretty much what this card does, it can be made over a rank 6, and it kind of works like Circle as well as Navigation, where you can detach a material and special a Dark Magician from your hand or deck, and then if a Dark Magician declares an attack, you can target one card on your opponent's side of the field and banish it instead. So this is usually quite handy if you banish the attack target, so you can redeclare with Dark Magician and deal that extra bit of damage in. Then we've got last is a Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. Because where would you be without a little bit of Joey there? So this is a really nice card, especially with Eternal Soul, because it can't be destroyed by card effects while it has Xyz material. And lucky enough, because you don't run any Red Eyes in the deck, it will always have material. So if you're ever desperate and you have 2 Dark Magicians and Eternal Soul on board and you're worried about them destroying that Eternal Soul, just go into this and hopefully you'll either burn them out or just stay long enough on the boards. But yeah, that's main and extra deck for you. I don't know if you wanted to go on.
Run a little bit short of time.
Yeah, no, that's fine, no problem. But that's completely that's my whole deck in general anyway.
Okay. So, anything you want to say? Any shout outs, anything?
Oh, I'd like to give a shout out to EJ first, my girlfriend who did the Harpy Lady profile. Honestly, she really helped me out with the whole Windwich combo with this. Honestly, I feel it's a really nice support here. I want to give a shout out to Matthew, who's one of the best YouTubers in Milton Keynes going. The best profiles, really helped me a lot when I was learning the cards and when I first started off. Honestly, I've got a whole lot of love, just everyone that goes to Geek Retreat. Just big shout out all in general. And yeah, there's still hope for Dark Magicians, so I'll hopefully see you next month for more of a different build.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And subscribe and watch